I'm Father Dylan. I am an independent Catholic deacon. I believe that there are things that are unexplainable in this world that sometimes will affect us. Some people call those ghosts, some people call those spirits, some people call them hauntings. There's a lot of names for them. I believe that they're there.
Hey, my name is Wes Leslie. I'm the founder of the Haunt Ghost Tours. We lead real hands-on ghost hunting adventures in Los Angeles and San Francisco. We use real professional paranormal investigation gear, and the goal is to really make contact with spirits each night. See, it's like spiking up to like 11 on the magnetic field. But what's interesting is that like we're hitting like 17 now. It's like spiking, it's going super wild.
Last things I do is I close them. So I lock those, I lock this main door. I'm here alone. And I'm like turned around, I'm counting money, and I hear a single step approach the bar. And my first instinct was to just turn around and like greet the person because I'm a bartender. But I was alone, there's no one here. But it was like a very audible one step up to the bar.
So this is one of the older buildings here in Old Los Angeles. It's been around since the 1850s, I believe.
Yeah.
So there's some stuff going on here. Can you tell me a little bit about what you know?
Yeah, a lot of energy has been here since Francisco Avila first inhabited the place. Of Encarnacion. So I want to use this S box and kind of see if we can talk to her in any way.
Yeah, I thought I heard something.
Yeah.
It sounded like she said, to me it sounded like she said ayuda, which means help.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was specifically, but right when you turned on the spirit box, my camera forced its settings to be the darkest it can possibly be.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Reflect on the UI.
Oh,
like
wow.
it didn't show that I had made the trigger nodes up.
Interesting.
But before that, yeah, the Chinatown Massacre of 1871 was one of the biggest mass lynchings in American history. I mean, a lot of people think that this whole area that we're in here, you know, of old Los Angeles is some of the most haunted in the city.
Wow.
And it makes sense that, you know, those who faced an untimely demise, whose, you know, deaths never were avenged in any way, or the people were never brought to justice, perpetrated them, you know, it makes sense that those spirits would remain here.
My name is Cassie Carpenter. I am local to Los Angeles. I grew up in Southern California, went to a haunted college, went to Cal State University Channel Islands, which used to be a state mental hospital. So I was destined to love spooky stuff. This is the Roosevelt Hotel.
There it is.
She's beautiful.
Drinks here any good?
Oh my God, so good, especially at the Tropicana Pool Bar. So probably the most famous ghost here at the Roosevelt is Marilyn Monroe. So she had a full-length mirror in her room here. And after she died, guests staying in that room would see her in the mirror.
Obviously, tell me about the hauntings.
Well, what do you do in a wax museum? You take photos.
Take photos.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
So people in their pictures here were constantly getting shadows, figures, orbs. It was becoming such a thing. You guys, this is the third time that we've had to do this take because every time we start the EMF detector, the camera just shuts to black.
Hi, I'm J9 from Two Faces Podcast, and we're here doing a paranormal investigation of Naked City Audio in downtown Spaces. We got a phone call from the owner, John Kilback. He called us because he's been hearing a lot of noise and activity that might be paranormal in the studio at night, and he thinks that it has to do with this painting that hangs on the wall of a woman named Janet.
I was in the studio, and you check the tapes, and then nothing happens. And then sometimes I'll be sitting in the studio and like, if I'm here alone, it goes off every, I think it's 15 minutes. And then if it clicks on, I just think somebody's here.
I'm getting chips on the tri-field and they're not identified as any specific band.
What does that mean?
That means it was picking up some that wasn't like Wi-Fi or phone or AC lines. Oh, Are you waking up? The temperature's fluctuating now too.
Oh no. Janet, is that you?
Are you upset at us moving the tasks? Oh.
It stopped. Janet, do you like when people tell you that you're pretty?
Some now after that. Can you tell us why you wanted us to pray for you so much?
She said threat.
Akuma no Hitsugi, or translated into Devil's Tomb, is a very new story, even though its origin date to the Edo period. It really didn't become well known until the early 2000s. This is when the story went from urban tale to something real.
The story goes that a very wealthy and cruel man set his sights on marrying a young girl in the village.
Some of the variations are that the man killed the woman's lover. There's another one that he killed his business partner, and even one that he killed one of his own children by putting her in the box and letting her suffocate.
And then there is the ghost.
What makes this story particularly disturbing is that this ghost preys on children.
Of course, this would all be well and good if it was all just stories. Antidotes.
And it's not just another urban legend. This one is real. And the box, it really does exist.
We were just saying that this room is really heavy, and I was saying why? Why is it so negative right here? And I asked him if somebody died here, and he said, probably. Yeah. Because it's a really weird place here, right?
Yes.
It's always like this?
It's always like this. Me and him sat down here. He felt someone go like this to his hair.
Oh my gosh, really?
I was sitting right here, and I felt someone go like this to me.
Really?
Twice.
Wow.
Jocelyn! I'm in here.
Get out again.